Okay, what I'm going to try and do, as you can see, I've made a little detector coil here. I'm going to gouge that out, and I'm going to use this gold from this nugget to melt inside there and make the same shape. Now I'm using a Dremel. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'll give it a try and see what happens.
The idea is to melt the gold using an oxier and then pour the molten gold into the cavities left by the Dremel.
Right, we've got the gas bottles. Now this is a left-handed thread, so you don't get confused which one you're using, and that's there to protect it in case any of the leaks occur. This will melt and tell you. You don't want one of these turning into a bomb. And there's your oxygen bottle.
You don't want to release the energy from those bottles too quickly.
Oxygen. Alright, very good. So we've got it all pretty much set up here by the looks of it. It's got to tighten a few things up.
Yeah, well, we're using the heating torch, so we'll start off with this one here.
You got your flashback on?
Yeah, I've got to put them on.
Okay.
But that's how it sets up anyway. That's a left-handed thread, so you can't get confused.
Yep.
So we'll put the flashback arresters on, and so
flashback arresters stop the flames from going back into the bottle.
Okay, that's what we're going to be casting. We'll probably try silver first. Just sprinkle a little bit of flux around. We're just going to be using part of this old silver bracelet, and we'll try and melt that in there.
We use flux to keep the molten metal clean.
Okay, we'll just bend that around. It's been cut. Hopefully that'll melt in place.
The hottest part of the oxy is that little blue tip.
Just warm that up in case that's cracked.
The silver is now over 1,000 degrees. But the tile is way too brittle to handle the sudden temperature increase.
We have failure.
You should always light the acetylene first with a flint gun. Now, slowly turn up the oxygen until you get a little blue tip at the end of the heating torch. The mixture of acetylene and oxygen is now burning at its optimum, and I do believe this is a similar fuel to what they use in rockets. So don't play around with it. When you see a shine appear on the top, you know that it's in its full liquid state. It will now take any form of shape that you cast it into, but you have to be quick because it loses heat very rapidly. It is now a solid but still extremely hot. Now that was basically a test just to see if that container can cope with the sudden temperature changes and molten metal, so to speak. Gold actually melts quite a bit hotter than what silver does, so we really need to do these tests first. Now we are ready to melt some gold and pour it into a specially made ingot mold.
Gold. And scrap broken bits. good. Very nice. Look at that pull up.
Hasn't as made as much as what I thought.
Yeah, we're only making a small. Oi! Alright. There's that nugget in there. What is it?
It's melting.
Let's pull it away for a sec so the camera can see it. That's good.
Little word of warning here is that if there's any moisture or any water at all, even the slightest amount, it will explode. So make sure that all surfaces are hot.
Slowly.
I am now re-melting the top to try and get a uniform finish on the gold ingot.
Yeah, it's slowly. It's a lot of heat. It's
Going everywhere. Alright. Still makes me jump. Got a bit of gold there too. Inside. Come on, come on.
As it cools down, it should shrink a little bit and drop straight out of the container.
Be silly. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. You see a little bit of copper in there, eh?
yeah, that'll clean off. Give us a look.
That'll come up beautiful. We've got a little gold chunk there as well.
Let's look at that gold chunk. Where is it?
Oh, I'm not picking it up. That's hot. Hopefully it cleans up like the other one.
Right, turn it over. Cool. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to get Darren to solder this. I'm getting him to do it because he's got better eyes and he's more steady than what I am. So let's see what happens.
From underneath or what? I have to really move
No, on
it
top.
around.
On top. Now use the tip.
Now we're using a jeweler's bale here, but we're not using any gold solder, so this might not work.
Down a bit. As soon as you start seeing it shine,
We're wrecking this while putting this on.
If we get the gold bullion too hot, it's going to melt and distort its shape.
let it melt, let it melt, let it melt and drop down.
Push, push, push!
And you've got to stop before the whole lot just drops away.
Whoop.
It needed to go down further.
It's not perfect, but it's strong and it can be cleaned up and worn as a nice piece of
I'll have to
jewellery.
do. You know why?
We haven't got solder?
We haven't got solder. Let's stuff it up. Yeah, bit heavy.